Well, hello there. And this is Auntie. And I am here to do my review of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 43, Can't Buy Me Love. Y'all, this was a hot mess.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties that way. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. To all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family, and to all of my nieces and nephews and my members who have been here with me for the long haul. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Y'all, if I had to rate this episode of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 43, Can't Buy Me Love, I will rate this episode a C+. If you want to, down in the comment section, rate this episode, please. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. Got a little allergies going on. But anyway, y'all, let's get started. The first couple that I want to talk about is Stan and Lisa. Oh my God. Lisa is on the prowl. Now, Lisa said that she don't mind engaging in having a relationship with the prostate. I was like, okay. She said that, the chemistry between the two of them when he puts that straight jacket on is mentally insane. Okay. And so she is excited about doing that to that old man. This mofo must got a good ticker, because I'm going to tell you what, she sounds like she's a good liquor. Okay. And so Lisa is, she's on the grow. She's on the go. I mean, she is absolutely, in my opinion, on some payback. She is on some payback. She has accelerated all of this stuff with Stan, since Stan has popped off, and Lisa is like, you know what? I done had to leave his house twice. She's absolutely on some payback. Y'all know she is. So Stan gets up after having a night of, bliss in his straitjacket. And he is downstairs supposed to be cooking breakfast. He said he don't know how to cook bacon and egg, but he do know how to put some toast and stuff together. He know how to get one of them little geriatric meals together real quick. Okay. And so Stan, comes upstairs and, he's giving Lisa breakfast in bed or whatever he calls it. And then he says that, they don't have bacon and egg. Mofo, you said you know how to cook it. But anyway, and so the two of them, Lisa is up, bright, bushy tail. She done gave him what, he wanted. And so now she's working on her checklist. Lisa's going down that mofo like Santa Claus. She says she is on a naughty and nice list. Okay. Lisa is talking now about the car because this is one of the things that is on the top of Lisa's list. Now, as we know, her and Stan got into an argument about this before because she doesn't have a driver's license, and he was hoping that she was not wanting a car and everything. And so, of course, that night he got pulled over. Y'all go off in the comment section, okay? I give y'all permission to go off, go ham, just go for it, okay? Long as you ain't trolling, the moderators ain't, okay? Y'all go ham in the comment section. So Lisa, so Stan got pulled over. He said the reason why, he didn't have any, real problems is because of the fact that he doesn't have a record. Throwing shade at Lisa. So that evening when they went home, of course, stuff really popped off. But now Lisa is like, we're going to revisit this car situation. So Lisa, is talking about the car and about him buying it for her, and he's like, I wish that we knew where we was going with this. And she was like, what do you mean? So he was talking about the relationship, is it going to be permanent, is it not? Stan indicated that he brought one of his other girlfriends a car, and she left him. And so Lisa said, well, when did she leave you? He said, immediately. All she wanted was the car. So he was like, you're not going to leave me, are you? Now, they always tell women, don't buy a man a pair of shoes because he going to walk out on you, right? He going to get to stepping. Men, don't buy a woman a car because she's going to get to driving. She's going to be shifting into first, second, third, and fourth gear on your ass, okay? You don't buy a woman a car unless you know that 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 you know. Okay? Same thing, different mode of transportation. Okay? So anyway, Lisa is looking at a yellow Porsche. I believe it was a Porsche. And he was like, that's a little bit too expensive. Stan is talking about the tags and titles and taxes and all kinds of stuff. And this mofo is supposed to be a millionaire. So, of course, Lisa doesn't want to hear any of that kind of stuff. She's thinking in her mind, it ain't coming out of her mouth, but she's thinking the same thing I'm thinking and you're thinking. You're a millionaire. The price tag should not be an issue. So anyway, they get up out of bed and everything. Lisa says if, Stan is talking about marriage and about the commitment in the relationship. And so Lisa says, well, I'm already married to two mofos, right? I don't know how I did that, but I'm still married to two mofos. And, if things continue to go the way that they planned, if you continue to keep your promises that you made to me while I was incarcerated, then, it just may happen. Lisa hasn't made a commitment one way or the other because what Lisa doesn't want to, Stan to be able to say is that, she made all these promises. So Lisa is, she's talking hypothetical. Lisa is smart. She's talking hypothetical and, what ifs and, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? Because she is not going to allow this mofo to get her caught up in nothing because when she walk about that door, she ain't made no promises that she got to keep. So anyway, they get to the car dealership. She's looking at the cars. The guy comes over, he wants to know, is he the grandfather? And he was like, no, I'm the boyfriend. And so, he was like, what's your budget and all that kind of stuff. I mean, they basically don't have a budget. So they pick out a SUV. And the guy asks, do y'all want to go test driving in it or whatever? And she said, well, I'm going to let him go ahead on the test drive and I'm going to ride in it because I don't have a license. He just paid $3,200 in motor vehicle fines, right? At the MVA or the DMVA, okay? Or whatever your VA system is, your motor vehicles department. He done paid $3,200 to, pay, get some tickets off of her back, so that she'll be able to get her driver's license. They drive in the SUV. She likes the SUV, and they decide that they're going to buy it. And so Lisa is like, how am I going to pay for this? I'm going to try to get a job and get myself together and everything. And, the salesman asked Stan, how much you going to put on it? He said about $4,000 or $5,000. He said that the car is $12,000. And for a millionaire, $12,000 is like 12 cents. I mean, I'm just saying. So, but he says he's only going to put $4,000 or $5,000 on that car, right? So Lisa still got a good $8,000 that she's still gonna owe up on that mofo. He said, I want to put the car in her name because I want to build her credit back. Bitch, you already know, based on the answers that she gave over breakfast, that there's a strong possibility that she is going to leave. Stan is already trying to get himself up, because Stan knows that that Lisa at any moment is going to be about that. She going to be about that camp, right? So Lisa is like, okay. While Lisa is standing there, she gets a text message, y'all. Stan is talking all of this, I put the down payment on the car and everything, so, we might as well go ahead on and start talking about marriage, okay? And Lisa like, oh, okay, so, she's got her phone out and everything. And so he like, yeah, so, he's steady running his mouth in the background. So her girlfriend was like, hey, what you doing when we gonna meet up? So Lisa was like, girl, I'm at the car lot. I'm at the car lot, right, getting my car. And she was like, you better work it, girl. And they had money bags down there, right? She was like, girl, I can't wait to meet up with you. Lisa now indicates, honey, that she ain't told Stan everything. We knew it, didn't we, y'all? We knew that she did not tell Stan everything. Lisa's got a girl at home, and she's so good to her. That's probably who she was up in that hotel with, right? Now, we ain't got no proof about the situation, all right? But I'm telling you right now, Lisa is straight up playing games with Stan, and I don't know whether or not, she gonna walk away from this joint without a lamp, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Stan is one of them mofos that look like he will pop off on her, and next thing you know, honey, he's standing up on the porch like, okay. Now he ain't gonna go to war with her. He ain't gonna fight her toe to toe. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no sumo, like wrestling match or nothing like that. Like they ain't gonna have, that type of combat. But this mofo look like he got a couple of, y'all know what I'm saying, up in this household. And honey, I'm gonna tell you, this ain't it. The next couple that I want to talk about is Doug and Rachel. As we all know, they went to the family house and everything, and stuff popped off. I did a review I did an Auntie Said This and So about the family drama. I will make sure that I put that in here as an end note or whatever, okay, so that you can look at that video and get a little bit of background about what's going on with them in case you didn't missed a couple of videos. And so Doug is, waking up in the morning. Rachel gets up and she plugs his thing in, his ankle bracelet. We see her cooking the bacon, eating the bacon. She's doing everything. Doug is indicating that little Dougie, the two of them are getting to know one another better. And that Doug is very clear about, little Dougie is very clear about his expectation of his father, right? And so, he's having a good time, I guess a better time. Let me just say that. Getting to know his son and getting to know Rachel. One of his friends comes over and they go out with the friend and everything because, they want to, he wants to go and find her an engagement ring. And so he goes to a jeweler. He says that he has started a new job working at a warehouse. Good for him. Okay. And he, although they're married, he feels like he wants to get her a ring because he really does appreciate, the relationship and all the things that she is doing for him and little Doug. And so, he's in there with his friends. He said he doesn't have a lot of money, but he's called on them to help him. And so, he's looking at rings. He said that nobody in his family, he thinks has ever even been to a jeweler. He said his father got the ring from his mother's ring from a pawn shop. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you can get you some good rings. Okay, let me make sure these is together tonight. Okay. But you could get some good rings from there. Now, would I want a ring from a pawn shop? Hell to the no. But it'd be some nice rings in it. Anyway, he is acting as if, this is just a happy relationship. Rachel has thought about what his sister said. Y'all remember when they was at the front yard barbecue cookout type of shindig that they was having last episode when we saw them, and the sister told her that, honey, it's gonna be a matter of months before this mofo cheat on you, and it's gonna be a matter of months before this mofo go back to jail. Well, Rachel is starting to consider that this is, something she, need to be looking out for. But in the meantime and in between time, Doug takes her to, the 8th mile, and he proposes to her at a park and asks her to remarry him. Now, I did another auntie say it isn't so. That's a spoiler about the status of their relationship. I don't know how many months it took, but they got it done. Anyway, the next couple that I want to talk about is Brittany and Ray. Let me tell you something. Brittany, I don't understand Brittany at all. Brittany is trying to make it appear, y'all, that she is trying to protect Ray. No, Brittany's trying to protect herself. Brittany decides to have a barbecue at her house. But this barbecue is only for Ray's family. Now, I ain't see Grandma Sue. I don't know if she wasn't feeling good that day or what was going on, but Grandma Sue didn't come. And I was a bit concerned about it. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think happened to Grandma Sue. Because Grandma Sue is always at the house. And so for her to miss the barbecue, what the hell? So Grandma Sue is not there. And, the father, his siblings, everybody come over. Look like it was a couple of cousins, some aunts and stuff like that. But she didn't invite her family. So, of course, the family want to know, where is your family? Why isn't your family here? If this is like an official welcome home party that she's throwing for him, then, why isn't his family there? She said, well, I didn't want Ray to have a whole lot of people in the house. That's bull crap. So the father was like, what? What the hell? What do you mean a whole lot of people there? She said, I just, I didn't think that, I needed to have a whole bunch of people here for Ray. Just, just as, a couple of bitch, it's 1,000 people in the house. Ray's all Ray, like all his siblings, everybody there. What the hell do you mean that you didn't want to have a whole lot of people in the house? So, of course, the family is looking some kind of way. And, the aunt, is like, this is a beautiful home, Brittany. You did it. It's a beautiful home, high ceilings, all that kind of stuff. Ray, how you feel about living there? He was like, it's good to, be able to take a shower and everything and by myself and not being in a line. And it's just good to, not have anybody over your back. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a total different life that he's living, right? But he is thinking like his father's thinking, like everybody else thinking, what's the problem with her inviting the family over? So, Papa son goes outside and, he got to smoke his cigarette and everything, right? And so while he out there smoking his cig, he was like, why is she trying to hide you? We need her family to be aware that you come from good roots. That, just because you had this problem doesn't mean that we're not a good family. And we need to be able to show her family that, right? So basically the father's saying, we need to have a confrontation up in this mofo. If they think they're going to be judging my son, if they think they're going to be carrying him, I need to make sure that I'm here to set it off. because what they ain't gonna do is judge my son and make my son feel like he a piece of trash because he was in jail. And so the father was like, "Is she really serious about you? Then what's going on?" So meantime, and in between time, Brittany and the aunt, goes and she gives a tour and she stops in the bedroom, and she was like, "Oh, this is your bedroom." She was like, "This is nice. It's so open and airy, yeah, because it ain't up in there but a bed, okay." But anyway, so Brittany takes the opportunity to talk to the aunt about her relationship with Ray and feeling like the family wasn't gonna be feeling some kind of way about her, whatever, Brittany, and her family not being there. And the aunt was like, "Look, hey, this would have been the best opportunity for you to have your family here so that the families can mingle and really get to know one another." But Brittany doesn't want to be upfront and tell them, basically what's going on. So Ray basically gives her an ultimatum later on, right? Oh, it's a super chat. I'm sorry. Putting glasses on. Thank you, She Crab Diva, for the $20 super chat. I love you, auntie and cousins. We love you too, She Crab Diva. Thank you, boo, for the super chat. Look, I was able to see that, okay? Did I miss another one? I hope I didn't. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, Ray confronts her and tells her that, his father was like, you can't hide him. He's feeling like he's being hidden. She says that she, don't want the family to see the ankle bracelet. She said, first of all, I lied, Ray, to my family. I had to tell my family that you were incarcerated. I told my family that you were staying in the halfway house. Now you got an ankle bracelet on, and I don't want him embarrassed. No, you don't want to be embarrassed. She finally said that she doesn't want to be judged by her family. You're going to be judged by your family. Guaranteed your family is going to judge you and Ray. But if you really care about him and you really bunk with him, you would do whatever you had to do. So he gave her an ultimatum and was like, you're going to have to say something to my family. And so, of course, he was like, and I need you to do it now. And she was like, now. So she goes in and she calls her father on the phone and says, Dad, I want you to come over tomorrow. I need to run some things past you. So I guess this is, when she's supposed to be doing what she, supposed to be doing. One thing about Brittany is she needs to, when she's like getting ready to tell a lie and stuff, she needs to stop moving her eyes around. Like, keep your eyes steady. Like, while you lying and everything, like keep your eyes like this, right? And it just... The next couple that I want to talk about is Deontay and Nicole. As we all know, last week, Deontay took his ass and spent his car back around. He did a damn U-turn because he said, something in my heart, something in my heart. Okay. He turned around and, God was talking to him. And God was telling him, you need to go back and find out what's going on. Deontay is saying it was something else in his mind. Honey, that was angels. Okay? They was, on your car. So he goes back and he catches Nicole getting into a car with another man, which was her old boyfriend. He goes and he looks and he sees that, she's on his social media. But Deontay said because he ain't see nothing, he didn't hear nothing, and he didn't smell anything, he can't make an assessment. He can't make an assumption. He didn't have anything definitive for him to walk away from Nicole. So he indicates that he don't give people third and fourth chances, but he give them first and second. What that? If that's what you got to tell yourself, Deontay, in order to go to sleep at night, bitch, tell yourself that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's a bunch of bull crap. You're just showing to me, when I'm looking at it, is you weak for love. And your self-esteem is not where it's supposed to be. And it's not where it should be. Because you feel like you have to buy acceptance. You got to buy love. And as long as you getting a little bit of attention, that's a receipt for you. But I'm telling you right now, the purchase that you got is for gazy. Okay? You done brought something that ain't real, something that's counterfeit. Nothing is real about this relationship with Nicole. And the thing about it is that same cotton freaking angel that sat up on your shoulder been telling your ass the whole time. At least it's telling Derek. Okay? Thank you, Miss Redbone 54 for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you, boo. Why is the spirit or the angel talking to Derek about that and not talking to you about it? And talking to all of us and talking to your mother. But that same angel that told you to wrap your car around, no, I'm just kidding, to do that cotton freaking U-turn, ain't telling you that Nicole is using you. Come on, Deontay, stop it with the bull. Stop it. So Deontay goes to the gym. Derek is at the gym. And, you know, Derek's working out and everything. And Deontay comes in and he like, what's up, man? You know, what's going on, man? And he like, man, I got to tell you. So Derek was like, go ahead and spill it. Go ahead and spill it because I know it's something, you know, I know it's something that's just jacked up and toe up and from the flow up, okay? So he begins to tell him that he U-turned the car and he came back and, you know, Nicole was with somebody not even 5 minutes later. And Nicole had just met his mother. Just sat down like Judas and broke bread with his mother. But he feel like he don't have enough information and he believe in second chances. Now y'all tell me, is it me? Are you okay? People want to be sympathetic to Deontay, and it's fine. You can be sympathetic all day long. But I'm going to tell you what Deontay needs. He needs some tough love. Because this cycle will continue to repeat itself. And I'm hoping that this show has given him an opportunity to really see himself, to really focus and work on some stuff. I'm afraid it probably isn't. I don't know how many strikes his ass get in this game, but I'm going to tell you right now, the last thing that he needs is for somebody to be calling him. The last thing that he need is for somebody to say, it's okay, Deontay, you ain't know. Fuck that. You knew. He sits there and talked to Derek. Derek said, you know she's a hoe. I know she's a hoe. She even knows she's a hoe. Everybody knows she's a hoe. I said, God dang it, Derek, just for you saying that, you will be the thumbnail on this mofo video. I just got to get a picture of him. Let me tell you something. Derek is hitting the ball out the cotton freaking park. And the thing about it is Deontay doesn't respect what's coming out Derek's mouth. He needs Derek as a sounding board. He needs Derek as somebody to, you know, to say what he really know he needs to be saying, but doesn't have the boldness, the tenacity, or the audacity to say it and think it. Because he feels like if I say it, then something's wrong with me. No, something wrong with her and you. But this is how you learn. You learn through this. He gets a phone call. Derek was like, drop her ass. Derek said, he ain't going to drop her. Derek, let me tell you something. I don't know if you got tarot cards in the back of your... if you got tarot cards in the back of your pocket, I don't know if you got a crystal ball. I don't know if you got one of them little, you know, balls that you shake that got the little things in it that you read. I don't know if you psychic or what. But I'm going to tell you what you need to do with all of that ability to be able to read this information correctly is you need to hypnotize that mother. Okay, because something is wrong with him. Because Derek is absolutely right about his assessment of Nicole. Nicole, he gets a phone call. He's talking to Derek about Nicole. And then he moves over and don't even say that's who he's talking to. He like, yeah, what's going on? You know, what you calling me for? Now, last week, she already said it's about time he stopped letting me walk all over him and treat him like a piece of. And then today he rolls the daggone walk all over me doormat right the hell back out for her to walk over again. She says, you know, I want to meet with you and talk to you. Okay. He said, let's do it tonight. She said, no, not tonight, but we could meet tomorrow. He said, okay. And y'all want me to come with some empathy and some sympathy for Dante's ass. And Deontay is a repeat offender because he already had a girlfriend that took him for bad. And he goes right back to the same website for somebody else to take him for bad. Sympathy and empathy, what? Where? Who? Why? Nicole says, Deontay don't know what I'm doing tonight, but oh well. I'm getting ready to go out with Tia. Because, you know, I had sex with my old boyfriend, but, you know, after 4 years, it just wasn't what I was expecting. Well, let me just say this to you, honey. You should have gave it to Deontay because Deontay has worn that toy out. He would have probably banged you to the moon and back. You know what some people say, once you go black, you never go back. So I don't know why you don't want to go past go and collect your $200 and go hit on and give it to Deontay. He probably would have blew your mind, blown your back out, had your toes curled up, okay? Because Nicole Jr. is wore out, boo. She's stretched wide. And Deontay got, you know, he might be working with something, but you go to what's familiar to you, and then you ain't getting satisfied. Should have gave it to Deontay. That probably would have fixed you right there. You know, it would have at least it gave you a little bit more time to kind of process what's going on. But okay, I digress. Auntie gonna get on off of that. But next time you should have gave it to Deontay. I mean, I'm just saying. So anyway, she is complaining about what happened with her old boyfriend, and now she's going out with Tia. Tia lives in North Carolina and has come up, you know, to visit her. And so she's in a bathtub, and she's talking about, hey, I'm sorry, I'm missing super chats, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Thank you so much, Smokey Mix, for the $10 super sticker. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Thank you, Marie France Laporte, for the $10 super sticker. Hi, boo. You cute. You cute and everything. I think I saw one more. Thank you, Nikki Monet, for the $4.99 super chat. The fact that Auntie ain't pulling punches and she knows he's watching. I love you. Oh, he's watching. Okay. Well, he says I'm his favorite YouTuber. Okay. So he already knew what was getting ready to go down with the get down with Auntie. Okay. So she go. What did somebody put rated E for everyone? That's cute. That's cute, Lala. I don't know if Deontay out here tonight. He usually goes live after the show. Thank you so much, Tanya Lewis, for the $9.99 super chat. Tia is not going to work for either. Okay. I think you were what are you trying to say? Tia is not going to work for it either. Y'all discuss that with Tanya and find out what Tanya is talking about, because she done typed it so fast. Thank you, Tanya. So she goes into a restaurant with the red dress on after she'd been in the tub with full makeup on her face. How do you do that? I don't know. And Tia is there, looking like a stray gangster. I said, she looked like that dude from the 8th Mile. What is his name? I can't remember that rapper's name, but y'all know who the rapper is. She said she fell in love with her. She said that while I was in prison, that they were not able to touch one another, but they would, have their little rendezvous. The guards was doing rounds every 30 minutes. And so they had to call out 12, and she said, I was at that moment, when I was, okay. And she said that, it just went away because, somebody called out 12 and they had to finish doing what they was doing. And so now she wants to be able to be with Tia without all of that. And then she got the nerve to wear the red dress that Deontay brought her. She got the nerve to wear that dress to go and meet somebody else. And Tia, honey, was talking her little talk and all of that kind of stuff. Told her she looked nice and everything. Tia straight hard, okay? Her next thing you know, honey, her and Tia is back at the hotel and legs is wrapped up around people's backs. Yup, legs is wrapped up. And Dante is standing at the gym with Derek, talk about he ain't got no proof or nothing. Talking about he give people second chances. Talking about, if the dog bite me the first time, it's the dog's fault. If the dog bite me again the second time, it's still the dog's fault. The fuck is going on, really? Are you okay? Last but not least, Anissa and Raggedy Mouth. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Cal broke his ass up over. Anissa wanted Jeff. I'm sure his name is Jeff. Y'all know I will fuck a name up. Do y'all realize that? And I think it's because I be having so many shows I need to look at. But I'm thinking that his name is Jeff. Bitch, if it ain't, it's going to be tonight. And don't put nothing in the comment section. Talking about some auntie, the name is... Somebody on another one that I did, I said Martine's name wrong. Somebody put in the comment, Martine. I said, damn it, you ain't got to say it but one goddamn time. Yeah, I ain't even want to bring that up. Certain things I just ain't going to discuss. Okay. So anyway, she comes home, I don't know if she's coming home from work or the ass going. But it's all these packages on the porch. And we see him with a cotton freaking drone. She said, you think that one going to work different from the other two that you had? Drones ain't cheap, especially the drone that he had. Anissa is saying, honey, that was 2 days worth of pay. This mofo says that he woke up one day and realized that there was a thing called online shopping. He said online shopping, you go on there, you click the button, and next thing you know, the shows up on the porch. This month had so many cotton freaking boxes on the porch. She said that he has spent and wasted thousands of dollars. He just fucking came home. How is he already wasted thousands of dollars online shopping? This mofo said this is the best thing he's ever heard of in his life. He said that he buys these drones because he got an ankle bracelet on and he can't go anywhere. So he uses the drone to go to places, bitch, that he ain't never been to. I tell you what you better do. You better go to a nature's channel. Bitch, you need it. It's a whole lot of different ways for this, okay, to go to different places. You better, if you got a computer and you can online shop and you got a cell phone, bitch, you better be doing National Geographic. The hell you think you're going to just be going? I can't with these people. So this mofo got a drone out there, right? Thank you so much, Linda Hernandez, for the $4.99 super chat. For the money she sent that food, she should have got his grill fixed. Love you, auntie. Love you too, boo. Okay. No, he need to get his own grill fixed. Okay. And so anyway, you know, he's out there and here come Cal. Cal comes over there dragging his ass. And he's like, oh, yeah, I see you got, you know, hey, how you doing? You're like, yeah, what's up, man? The way he be looking at him like, it's like this. Yeah, what's up, man? He look like he want to beat his ass every time he see Cal walk over. So anyway, you know, he's out there. He's like, yeah, see, you got, you know, a whole lot of packages and everything. Do you think that this may be affecting Anissa's pocket, or, you know, is she having money troubles? Because I know she said something about, you know, the rent is due and she like $50 short. And so he was like, man, what goes on between me and my wife is between me and my wife. This is our private business, mother. You don't talk to me about my finances and about how I'm treating Anissa. That ain't your place. So Kyle was like, I mean, I know it ain't my place, but you know how I feel about her. And, you know, and I just want to make sure that, you know, she's being treated, you know, fairly and everything. And that, you know, he was like, I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't care how you feel about me buying stuff. I buy what the hell I want. And this is my woman. She's my woman. And if you don't step off, I'm going to knock you. Like, he walked up off that porch and Cal was like, we just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Hey, Anissa. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Cal? He was like, I mean, you know, your man just rubbed me all the wrong ways outside. She was like, what you mean? I mean, what's going on between y'all? He was like, I mean, you know, he said that, you know, he asked me, you know, if he had something to say to you, or he had like a secret or something, when would be the best time to tell you? And I just was like, you know, the best time to tell her is now. You know, you don't want to be in a relationship keeping secrets or anything like that. And so she was like, oh, what? Yeah, you told him right. Oh, so this motherfucker keeping secrets? What kind of secrets is he keeping? You know, tell me what's going on. So she was like, you gonna tell me? He was like, sure, gladly. That just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm telling his secret. Well, he's supposed to be, he got an 18-year-old daughter. An 18-year-old daughter. Why is he keeping that from me? You know, it maybe the age ain't right. So what he's thinking is that the 2 times that he came home, the first 2 times that he came home, that maybe he had the baby then. He said he found out, he's been knowing this, Anissa. He's been knowing this since he was at the halfway house. That's why he turned your ass around and asked you for an extra $100, because he needed to put it in Christine's pocket. And so she was like, well, if he is lying to me about this. Anissa, it ain't if. He is lying to you about this. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. Unless he said that to him in order to see whether or not he was one of them snitching type mofos. So she was like, if he's lying to me about this, he'll lie to me about everything or anything. How many other things is he lying about? Everything. Everything. Now, one of the things that Brittany said was that her parents would be like, you working 2 jobs, taking care of a man who's at home doing nothing. Why are you worried about that? Anissa not. Anissa's not, and neither are you. You just don't want nobody to say nothing to you about it, but it ain't a problem that you're doing it because you're doing it and you're happy about it. And according to you, every woman wants her man to sit his ass at home all day with an ankle bracelet on and don't do anything and be in the bed all day waiting for you to get back home. Now, this is the same exact thing that Anissa is doing. And I don't know what the hell these women are thinking about. But in 2021, bitch, you got to have a job. You got to have a job. Point blank into the period. At least by my standards. That's the least. Like, that's down at the bottom of the standard list for me. A job, that's a given. That's like a job breathing. A job, your heart is pumping blood through it. A job, you got eyes and you can see. A job, you're a human being, bitch. A job, you're a man. Period. That's like at the very bottom. But they don't have no problem with it. Because guess what? Her man ain't even looking for a job. He been out of jail and he just online shopping. Bitch, Amazon is probably his best friend. She need to go ahead on and buy some stocks in it so she can at least get a return on her damn investment. Let me tell you something. Next week is a 2-hour season finale. We're going to be here for it and we're going to laugh, okay? Because I know all kinds of stuff is about to break out. Then after that, we have I think the second part of it is coming back like on the 29th, and it's going to be Love Life After Lockup. Bitch, we doing the reviews on that too. I think that may have came on today. And tonight, for all of those who was looking for me, I was looking at 90 Day Fiance Till All Part Cotton Freaking Till All Part Cotton Freaking 1. Bitch, it was good. This was the first Till All that I thought was just good off the. Well, now it wasn't good off the break because all of that back green room talking bull. Get to the nitty gritty of it. But anyway, expect that video from me tomorrow, y'all. I've got a big day. I got a lot of stuff that I'm still doing for my meet and greet. I opened up more tickets. Those tickets went like that, right? So all the tickets now are gone. And so if you didn't get a chance to get a ticket, I'm so sorry, but I did open up more and they're gone like that. So thank you to everybody who is coming to the meet and greet. I really appreciate you all so much. People are coming from near and far to be with your auntie, and I'm just excited about meeting you all. Like I'm so excited. But anyway, this is the end of my review. Let me know what you think about Love After Lockup. What would you rate the show? You know, who made you the angriest? Who did you want to just, you know, give them the straight beat down? How do you feel about this particular show? And I'm going to meet y'all here tomorrow to discuss more Love After, 90 Day Fiance till all season 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After season 6 till all. Y'all, we going in on Natalie. Bitch, we going in on Natalie. Point blank and to the period. Love you all. Good night. Thank you for the super chat.